Did you know that an alpha Sekhmet condensed to level 4 boosts work efficiency of Anubis at base by 400%, but if Sekhmet is busy dancing, this bonus is not active? Well, I certainly didn't know she had to be working, so here's a mod to make her effective all the time. Welcome to the second edition of Essential Mods for Palworld, where I test the best mods so that you don't have to. I have already explained in the previous video how to install mods from both Steam and NexusMods, but if you need this information, you'll find it at the end of this video. Now, assuming you backed up your save and are ready to dive into all the mods that I brought you today, let's start, once again, from quality of life mods that should have been in the game from the start. Links will be in the description. Vertical stacking of chests mod does exactly what it says, but unfortunately the chests don't align automatically. If you don't want your chests to look all wonky, use the perfect placement mod. Just click middle mouse button and then use numbers on the numpad to nudge the structure in place. It lets you align in all directions, including vertically, so you can finally make your perfect looking base. The only downside to using the vertical stacking of chests mod is that you cannot always reach the topmost chests, and you won't know about it until you've built it. Another mod to help you move stuff, it raises your carrying capacity to infinite when you're at your base, which makes it easier for you to transfer items from one chest to another. I don't think that's cheating because it's limited just to your base, and all it does is save you a bit of time. In the same vein, Auto Hatch mod takes the eggs from your breeding farms, puts them into your hatcheries and hatches them for you. No more manual labor required and no more having to make multiple trips to your farm because your inventory was full. When I was making an army of perfect pals, I spent an ungodly amount of time collecting and hatching my eggs, time I could have spent instead with my loved ones. If you too want to breed perfect pals with perfect IVs and passives, check out my video here. And yes, even Greentail Partner skill works with this mod, though you have to be present at the base for that. Now also, if you noticed, my HUD for base pals isn't standard either. This is the Pal Base Info HUD grid, which is an amazing solution to the uselessness of the original grid. I mean, we don't really need to be told that Anubis is a good worker, right? We all know he's the bestest boy. Another mod to remove tediousness from the game, Expedition Timer. Nothing fancy, just a timer in the lower left corner of the screen showing you the time left until your expedition's complete. If you don't like grass sticking out of your buildings, use this mod. MapsPlus allows you to change colors of the bases and markers on your map, as well as rename them. The list of them appears on the left here, where you can also favorite them to put them on the top of the list, and clicking on them sends you to the corresponding location. This is much more efficient than clicking R to cycle through your bases when fast traveling. And yes, it's totally fine to disable and delete the mod. You'll only lose colors and names, but your save will work fine, in my experience. It's the same with every other mod that I mentioned so far. In my experience, using and then disabling them does not break anything. There is one mod, however, that you may be tempted to install, but I don't recommend to. First Person mod. I mean, that's the highest rated first person mod that I could find. Sure, it looks great when you're just running around and shooting, but riding mounts is part of the core gameplay, and not having the ability to freely ride every mount in the game means that installing the first-person mod is just begging for trouble. Now, for the rare few people who will want to install both the first-person mod and the next mod, Shiny Pals, you'll want to go to this Lua file and change F6 to some other key, because the two mods share the shortcut. So the Shiny Pals mod is the best implementation of shinies that I have seen so far, one where the author, it seems, painstakingly colored all the different pals. You can see the care with which it was done, and they actually are nice to look at, the way I expected for Luckies to look from the beginning. It actually makes me want to go and find some more Luckies out there. On top of that, by clicking F6 you can access a menu where you can turn off the constant sound of Luckies and disable shiny particles, something that was bugging me quite much. Now you get different colored, bigger pals. The only downside is that now you have to worry about another parameter, color, on your quest to breeding the perfect pals, apart from just the IVs and the passives. So here's an idea. Amazing Lucky Pals. This mod makes each encounter with a lucky a thrilling experience because it will have passive skills from a curated list of passives, 100 IVs on all stats, condensation stars, and some active skills that are otherwise restricted to breeding, all of which can be edited to your liking. If it were me, I'd use this mod to give all the luckies 100 IV on catch and leave everything else as per vanilla, just to make the lucky encounters more exciting, and luckies themselves more useful. Admittedly, depending on who you ask, Amazing Lucky Pals and the mods that I will talk about next could be considered cheating. But let's not ask anyone and just use them quietly. Say, do you have a favorite pal that you would love to use as a mount, but they're just too damn slow? Well, here's a mod that can make any pal sprint at the speed of Jet Dragon. Great for those of us that have already finished the game, bred their favorite pals, and just want to enjoy the game their way. But if cheating like this is one step too far for you, check my video where I tested most mounts in the game with and without partner skills, differences between alpha and regular pals, and many other things that could help you improve your pal, or even simply see if they're viable at all. Or here's something crazy that you could do. Get yourself a 4-star Azure main with Dimensional Leap, Legend, Swift, and Serenity, then add 4 fully condensed Lapures and get yourself the mod called Stackable Partner Skills. This mod allows the partner skills of Lapures in your party to stack, making you able to use the dash with no cooldown and no stamina spend. This puts Azure main in top 10 fastest mounts as per my testing. And now take that Azure main or any other mount and get yourself the Effigy Beacons mod. It will paint all the Effigy locations in the sky, making it easier for you to find them. Yes, it's cheaty, but at least you're still exploring the map. And if you've ever been frustrated by the Effigy hitbox, where you can't grab it from atop a fast or flying mount, here's a quality mod for you. Effigy Magnet will collect effigies from a short distance, negating the need for you to click anything. Now tell me, do you have friends to play with? Have you ever wished to be able to play when your host is away? It's certainly been the case for us, so having a dedicated server is a true lifesaver, as it allows you to play whenever you want, and your pals will produce materials even when you are offline. If you've been looking to rent a dedicated server, look no further, because I have a 10% coupon for G-Portal just for you. Just use my link in the description to register and you will have a 10% discount whenever you decide to rent anything ever in your life. And if you don't have any friends, well, that's no issue, because you can use this mod to get some. We all know how to catch Zoe, but this mod allows you to purchase the whole human population of Palworld without having to deal with those pesky PIDF officers. And here's a mod that has been shared several times in the comments of my first video. Check it out here, by the way. As its uninspired name suggests, it moves all the items that you usually carry with you at all times, like keys, pal souls, and coins, into the key items category, therefore freeing your inventory for other things. Available on both Nexus and Steam Workshop. But let's say you want to install mods from both Nexus and Steam Workshop, since some mods are only available in one place. Well, here's how you do that. First, you install Unreal Engine scripting system and PalSchema through Steam, enable them, and then install the Steam mods like you would normally. To install Nexus mods, you would open the archive and check what types of files or file structure it has. If you see this folder, send it to this one instead, and not the one that modders say, because otherwise your game will crash or your mods just won't work. The location that they mention only applies when you don't have any Steam mods installed. For example, Expedition Timer mod has folders, binaries, and content, but you can't just throw them into the corresponding folders you have. Instead, here's what and how you transfer. Same with Mount Speed mod. As per the author, it's supposed to go to a PalSchema folder located at this location, but in the case of PalSchema that was installed through Steam, it goes into the PalSchema folder in the native mods folder. Now, if you're one of the people that asked me in the comments under the previous video about installing mods on Xbox Game Pass, I found something for you, but I don't know if it works. I'll leave it in the description. Try it out and let me know in the comments. Do also share your experience with mods, check out my other videos on Palworld, and take a look at the pinned comment for a bonus mod that you never thought you needed, but you'll surely appreciate. Adios, thanks for watching.